thank you for your interest in Midwife RX. I wanted to tell you a little bit about our company, Midwife RX, and myself. My name is Angela Love. I am a nurse midwife since 2004. I've worked in community birth ever since I graduated. I worked for 5 years in a birth center, and I've done home birth since 2010 in my own home birth practice. I have been informally consulting with direct entry midwives my whole career. At the birth center, I worked alongside of them. In my own home birth practice, I have employed them, I have precepted them, and I have done informal consultations when their clients needed medications my whole career. So in 2017, I started Midwife RX to bridge the gap between the clients that are doing home birth and their need for medications. It all got started when there was an agoraphobic client that was referred to me, and she was postpartum and wouldn't leave her house, but I needed to get her started on some mood medication. So the goal of Midwife RX is to make community midwifery safer and more accessible. Currently, we are serving 20 states with nurse midwives all over the country. We have one provider per state. They work as independent contractors and definitely not full-time, very part-time. We pay $50 per telehealth appointment, and usually they take 10 or 15 minutes. And you set your own schedule. We ask that you put an hour of availability on the schedule per day, and at least 5 days a week. So these telehealth visits can be done anywhere you have internet. So I have done them at my house. I usually put an hour on at night when I'm hanging out at the house and my kids are around. I might get a phone call saying, hey, you have a telehealth client in your waiting room. I go do the visit, 10-15 minutes, charge them, and then I'm back to doing what I need to do. So anywhere you have cell phone service or internet, you can do these visits. I've done them at theme parks. I've done them in the bathroom at restaurants. I've done them in my car. They can be done literally anywhere that you have internet. We say that you can have 3 weeks of off-grid vacation per year if you need to go to the mountains and not have any internet. And this business will be growing exponentially. So at first when we start, there'll be very little, and every year it'll get bigger as more people in your state hear about this and your clients build up. So if required or desired, each individual midwife will obtain their own malpractice insurance and their own collaborating MD. The company, Midwife RX, will do some marketing. You can also do some marketing. I looked up the monthly income for last month's providers, and the range was somewhere between $500 and $2,000 per month for people who had been with us for longer than 6 months. Obviously, the one who's making $2,000 per month has been doing it more for longer. So I view this as an easy way to make some side money. An easy way meaning you're not on call, meaning there's no overnights. So as far as midwifery, it's easy. And I'm looking at this as a retirement plan. So one day when I'm too old and too tired to do all-night births, I will still be able to do this telehealth, and I will have a thriving practice at that time. So I encourage you to explore our website, midwiferx.com. It has a lot of different medications that we're advertising there. Some of them are birth medications, so it may be that the client wants to have some birth meds on hand, like vitamin K or eye ointment. It could also be that the midwife wants to stock their birth bag. So in many states, for example here in Florida, direct entry midwives are required to carry Pitocin, but they have no legal way to get that Pitocin. So many of them have resorted to picking it up from Mexico or Canada, and so this is a way for them to get Pitocin to keep their practice safe. We also prescribe for urine infections, birth control, mood medications like Zoloft. So explore the website, see if you feel comfortable doing this. If you have any further questions, feel free to email us, or we can also set up a phone call if you prefer that. Once you decide that you would like to go with us, there is going to be an onboarding process where you send us your resume, the states that you're licensed in, the copy of those licenses, obviously your driver's license, address, phone number, etc. And then we'll get you onboarded with our software, explain how to use it, do some training, and also set you up for direct deposit, which we do every 2 weeks. So thank you for your interest in Midwife RX. Hopefully you'll be interested and we'll be working with you in the future. And even if you don't, thank you for your interest, and I hope you continue this amazing work of midwifery that we do all across the country. Happy to have you here. Thank you.